Lamborghini hasn't been shy with variants of its Huracan. We've had the 610,4, the Spyder, and if that wasn't enough you can now have it in 582 form in the UK. As it did with the Gallardo, Lamborghini has dialed back the orchestral 5.2-liter V10 fraction from the 602 bhp to 572 bhp, so it's hardly become pedestrian, but the reason for doing so is to make it a little more manageable with just rear-wheel drive. Yep, this is a Huracan with a kick solely to the rear, which can only be a good thing. There's more to it than just chucking a pair of axles and a differential in the bin, too. The LP580-2 is 33 kilograms lighter overall as a result of deleting a driven axle, and the weight bias has also shifted slightly, from 43/57 front, rear to 40/60. The suspension has been retuned to suit, and the steering software has also been played with, whether you go for the standard setup or the dynamic steering option. The final Casa mode is meant for the track and feels it, with the suspension switching into a very stiff configuration. Rather than being incredibly leery, however, it's in this mode that the Huracan behaves most neutrally. It might feel a little artificial, but sport is fun on the road without straying too close to trouser soiling moments, and Casa gives you free rein when the conditions suit. It might deliver peak power at 8,000 revolutions per minute instead of 8,250, but you'll be far too preoccupied with the chorus of angry drunken angels singing through the tailpipes. This is one of the finest engines currently in production, regardless of the decreasing number of competitors that are naturally aspirated. It's beautifully responsive, serving up generous power and torque with delicious linearity, and it rewards precise control. The 582 comes with the paddle shift option only. Some dislike that the shifters are fixed to the column, but at least you always know which one is up, regardless of where the wheel is pointing. The switch to pushing power doesn't turn the Huracan into a truculent job. Leave the transmission in automatic, and in Strada mode it's relatively civilized, although the suspension is still relatively stiff and the big tires drum up a fair amount of noise. But for a car of this nature it's perfectly tolerable in terms of comfort. The Huracan is an exciting machine and a worthy successor to the Gallardo. In LP582 guise it's even more fun, more engaging to drive, and should it make any difference, even a little bit cheaper. Until a lighter and sharper version comes along, this is the best Huracan money can buy.